Okay, so I wasn't really sure which channel to upload this on, but considering it's actually me in real life, it's kind of more relevant on this channel. So it's going to be a bit of a crossover between the gaming side of things and then me in real life and things like that. But we've got 2 packages today, and this is just going to be me installing some of this stuff. So this is my PC. Hold on. Okay, so you can't really see this properly now because it's all turned off, there's no lights or anything in it. But this is the first PC I ever built. I built it all myself, but I didn't necessarily check everything properly, so there are a few mistakes, a few things that need fixing, and that's what these 2 packages are today. So I'll show you what those are, and then we'll jump into actually doing it. These cables here were meant to be temporary cables. They weren't meant to stay in there all the time. They're yellow, they don't go with the theme of the case. All the LEDs when I've got it on, all the RGB lighting and everything is all red, so it doesn't match the case at all, so that needs to go. So we've got something for that. Also, these fans here, they're meant to be RGB. I've got something else that's not going to be sorted today. They don't actually work as RGB, they work as fans, but also if you can see here and up top, they're held on by zip ties because the screws that I got with the case didn't fit those fans. So without further ado, oh my god, fucking hell. So without further ado, I am going to open these packages up and we can jump right into it. Okay, so we'll do the smaller one first. So these are anti-vibration fan mounts, which is basically like, it's like a screw, but it's more of a, it's a peg. So the peg goes into the fan and then sits inside the little like screw hole. Because they're silicon, it basically means that if your fan is spinning at a high RPM, your computer won't start rattling and make all this horrible noise whilst you want to keep it as quiet as possible. So that's the first thing. On to the second thing, my trusty knife here. So I'm gonna just open this. Something really satisfying about opening Amazon packages, even if they do use 10 times the amount of packaging they actually need. Like, look, okay, the size of this box, right, compared to my head, I've got a pretty big head. For people who know me in person, I've got a pretty big head, right? And then, if I show you, look, paper, this is what's in the box. Just this, compared to my head, they needed a box this big for this. What's that about, bro? So basically, what these are, and they actually look nicer than they did in the picture on Amazon, so they need to take some better pictures of these because it doesn't do them justice. These are up here cable extensions. So essentially what they're gonna do is just add a nicer aesthetic look. They're not gonna change any of the functionality of the computer itself, but just for example, this nasty yellow cable I just showed you, that's gonna come out fully, and one of these will be able to replace it, and it will just look a lot nicer. There's a couple of other cables in there that it will replace as well, so it'll give it more of a red theme. And I am going to do a bit of an update next week because I've got something else arriving which will finish off the theme. So make sure you watch the video. It'll be next Thursday that video comes out. Make sure you watch that so you see what the final product looks like. And yeah, so I'm excited. Let's jump straight into getting these in. Okay, so I think we are done. Oh, you can see me in the reflection, that's cool. So yeah, we've replaced these cables here, nice red cables now. The motherboard power cable has been fitted, the back panel is back on, and then here you can see that there are no longer any zip ties. It's nice, like silicone things, which are actually surprisingly good. Like, they're surprisingly secure. which I didn't think they'd be that secure, but yeah, let's put it all back together, put the front panel on, get it booted up.